friends, Kim from Stamping Imperfection. I'm here with a video playing with my Scrappy Tales Fairy Friend stamp set. I have this leftover colored image that I created yesterday. I made a shaker card yesterday and I'm going to share that video tomorrow. And I had a bunch of pieces left over, so I thought I would at least use that mushroom that I colored in yesterday on a very clean and simple card. So I want to show you a nice, quick and easy way to create a soft, pretty background and give yourself a little border around it. So I have this, it's called artist tape, and it's a low-tech tape that I use a lot for my watercoloring. I will put it around the edges of my watercoloring to hold the watercolor paper in place. And I really like it because I can line this up along the edge of my card. And this is my card base, by the way. It's cut 4 1/4 by 11. I scored and folded it at 5 1/2. And this is going to be a single layer card. But this is going to give me a perfect border all around the edge because every one of those pieces was lined up with the edge of the card. And it's just shy of 1/2 inch thick tape. So again, it's just low-tech tape that I got from somewhere from Amazon. Hopefully I'll be able to find it again. And I'm going to use this Spun Sugar Distress Oxide. Use whatever ink you have and you love. I wanted a light, subtle color for this because I want the sentiment to be the star of the show, but I do want to have a soft, subtle background. So I'm going to kind of do almost an ombre effect, but really it's more of a gradient effect where I'm doing it darker at the top and lighter at the bottom. So I'm just putting this on, and I apologize for the shaking of my desk. I'm crafting in a new spot, and in my living room I decided I would go where the air conditioning is, and my desk is a little bit wobbly for crafting, so I have to find a replacement that looks nice in the living room but is sturdy and can handle ink blending. And that's it. That's all the ink blending I'm going to do. That was so quick. That was real time. I didn't speed that up or anything. So I'm just going to clean off the excess from my desk and put my sponge away so I don't lose it, my foam. And then I'm going to peel this tape off. And I was taught to peel it so I'm pulling it at an angle. And I go slowly so that I don't rip the edge of my paper. If I do rip the edge of my paper from the tape, I just will take my Tombow sanded eraser and just use the sanded eraser to gently clean up the area that I tore. That will actually, it won't be perfect, but it will clean it up nicely. I'm just using my sweeper brush because I used some, for the shaker card, I actually heat embossed on acetate yesterday, and I tried a new black embossing powder, and I really liked it from Stampendous, their fine detail embossing powder, but it's everywhere. I got it everywhere for some reason. So I'm going to put this mushroom down here, and I really love this Life Itself is the Most Wonderful Fairy Tale stamp that comes in the Fairy Friends stamp set. So this stamp set is fantastic, and it's got 2 sentiments and they're both wonderful, but that, I think the Life Itself sentiment is probably one of my all-time favorite sentiments. So I decided that ordinarily I would put the sentiment down to the right of my stamped image, but it doesn't quite fit, so I'm going to put it a little above. I'll kind of go diagonally across the page, which is just fine, and I like the way it turns out. So I'm just making sure it's all aligned, and then I'll remove my image so I don't accidentally stamp on it. And again, still sweeping up the embossing powder. You would be thinking that I used glitter, but I didn't. I actually used embossing powder, and it's just everywhere. I don't know why. I guess I was a little sloppy with it. So I'm just stamping that, and I used my Color Hive Eclipse Black ink. I really like this ink. That's what I stamped my image in, and I like it because it's perfect for coloring with alcohol markers. Like, I can stamp it and immediately start coloring, so I really quite like that ink. And now I'm just deciding, do I want to leave this flat, or do I want to put this up on foam tape? Because I kind of like it flat. I like one layer cards a lot, and sometimes I will just spend an afternoon creating these pieces and fussy cutting them out or die cutting them out, and I'll have them on my desk, and I'll just create a bunch of single layer cards with simple backgrounds just like this one. Like, this is a very simple background. Now you could add, you could spritz it with water and add some splatter detail with water, or even add some splatter. So I did choose to go with the foam, and I'm just popping that up. And now I just want to add, for my final touch, I'm going to add some crown jewel gems. And I just got these in the mail yesterday, so of course I want to use these. I've been meaning to add to my collection of crown jewel gems because I really love sparkly gems, it turns out. And I'm excited that they're coming back to be one of the latest trends again, because I love them. So I always add 3. And if I don't add 3, I add 5, but I'm pretty stingy with my crown jewel gems, so I'm adding 3. And I'm just going to use some art glitter glue and my Magic Wand jewelry tool. You can see it has the jewel picker on one end and the craft pick on the other end. So I'm going to put the links to all the Scrappy Tales stuff below. And I would love it if you could use my affiliate links. Remember, affiliate links help me keep my blog and YouTube channel running at no extra cost to you. And if you click them, even if you don't buy anything, you just go to Scrappy Tales and browse, which I encourage you to do, because you're going to get a ton of ideas from the card samples created by the design team and by the Scrappy Tales owner, Sabrina. But if you just click on my affiliate links below and go browse the store just for fun, it lets the owner know that you saw it and you liked what I did, and that's very helpful to me. So I thank those of you who are clicking my affiliate links. It's really helping me out. So that completes my card, and here is this Fairy Friends stamp set. I'm in love with this set. You can see how well loved it is, because you can see I've used it a lot. There are 2 different sentiments. Every friendship has a story as the other sentiment, and then there are 4 fairies. There are 2 mushroom scenes, a little hedgehog, some sweet little butterflies, and a little star cluster. And you can, of course, see the moon at the top there. I think that's the only stamp I haven't used, which is pretty unbelievable. But I love this stamp set. Love, love, love. I've used it so much. I made so many cards with it. And again, I'll be sharing another card tomorrow that I made with that, along with some of the fabulous die sets that Scrappy Tales recently released, or actually released within the last few months. So thank you so much for watching, friends. I would love it if you would give this video a thumbs up, because that really helps me out too. Leave a comment and let me know what you think of the card and the background technique. And give this, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe while you're here and click that bell so you get notifications every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.